Oh man, it's like, never mind, man. Never mind. I thought they had something. I thought a lot of the dopest spitters had something. And I ain't speaking about them all, because a lot of them ain't get a chance to really get a lot of theirs off yet. There's a few of y'all that stepped it up impressively, and I see y'all did, you know what I mean? But a lot of y'all is just trying to switch up the same thing, but y'all the same. Y'all still where y'all was in 2018, 2019, 2020. Y'all capped off at 2018. A lot of y'all. Mm-hmm. Yep. Not a lot of the older legends, but a lot of the newer legends. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. Y'all putting your team on, and the people up under y'all nasty. But they not where I'm at with it either. I'm something completely else entirely. You know what I mean? Not even the generation that you got coming up under you is on the level with this. Not at all. Not even close. Not even close. But thanks for trying. And I'm gonna go on overkill too. Like, just because of that, don't expect the music to slow down. No, I'm about to ramp that up. I'm about to make it even more advanced. I'm gonna treat it as if they were ready. And this is in the astral realm. You understand? This ain't gonna take food off of neither man plate at all. Remember, I told y'all, I don't want your spot in the industry. The whole point of this is that I myself, I am a whole separate hip hop industry. Like, when you talk about hip hop, you got to be talking about two people from now on. You got to be talking about the hip hop industry, and then you got to be talking about me. Those are two different things. I have enough hip hop just in the 5 years on this page, on this YouTube channel, to be my own industry. And that's what I am. This is Sigma programming. This is a program. And really what it is to deprogram you from hierarchy. That's what Sigma means. It's the Greek alphabet that stands outside of the hierarchy. I'm trying to program you out of the matrix. But I understand the trinity of hip hop's matrix, remember? Sex, money, and drugs. No matter how nasty they are, a lot of them, the newer legends, they can't, and some of the older legends too, they can't spit past that. They're not in that very super duper elite where they can talk about anything more than that trinity of subjects. They still call it in the big three, and the three is a demiurge. Yeah, like it, Father, Son, Holy Spirit wasn't all they was talking about. No, the triangle is a cage. We working with star systems out here, which is more than three topics. We dealing with clusters, nebula. You know what I mean? I'll give y'all a test. You know what? I'm gonna hook y'all up. I'm gonna hook y'all up. I'm gonna help y'all really get out that box. I'm gonna get this to you on the arm. I'm gonna get this to you on the arm. If y'all could rap, just get a world two or three songs about something that y'all have never talked about in any of your mixtapes or albums. That's your challenge. Not to a lot of the older legends, but a lot of the newer legends in hip hop. Do that. You know what I mean? You don't have to. Stick to your brand. Y'all nice, y'all nasty. Y'all selling. The shows is banging. Y'all know y'all numbers. Y'all know y'all numbers. I'm not taking nothing off to y'all. But we in the time now where we dealing with a revelation, and a lot of people who are really those folks, they stepping out now. It's not even our choice no more. The Most High is just moving all of us to be like, yo, I'm the custodian over this. I'm the custodian over that. Well, I'm one of the custodians over hip hop. I'm one of the custodians over hip hop. Yep, at 41 years old. Shouldn't be old enough to be, but go to my page. I got enough on there right now to prove it. It's infallible. We talk about proof, right? Don't base it on the numbers. This channel is still small. And you got to consider that all of that is me. I'm not going to nobody for that. I'm making all of that with the same device you watching me through. The same device I'm recording this through. Is what all of that is coming off of. And of course the other phone too. So two iPhones, essentially, is what it takes to be a one-man industry. It's really all you need. where streaming abilities are endless? Yeah, yeah. So look for more music, and I'll do messages. We'll do messages too. If you want to hang out with me for a minute in this video, we can walk a little bit. Let's walk a little bit. Let's walk around. Let's do the marriage at Cana, Jesus' first miracle in the Gospel of John. So they had this wedding, right? They had the reception. They run out of wine. There's no more open bar, no closed bar. There ain't no bar. So they go to Jesus' mother. Mary, she go to Jesus to say, they've run out of wine. And Jesus said, why are you coming to get me before the appointed time? The time is not yet. But this is what you do. Grab 6 stone water jars and have the people fill those up with water. Take some out and give that to the master of ceremonies. And so she went to the servants. She said, do this, do such and such, exactly as he said. They do this. And so the king, the guy goes to get dip the pitcher into one of the stone water jars, which have now become wine. And as soon as the master of ceremonies tastes this, he said, hey man, what y'all was doing saving the best for last? Y'all been holding out. That lesson connects to not only what I just gave you in the hip hop example of this video, because it looks like water, just regular water. They got the wine, they the cognacs of hip hop. Anything that's on the leading edge, the surface, they the ones selling the liquor. We just water, right? We just water. We ain't driving. We ain't driving what they driving. We ain't rocking what they rocking. I ain't got ice. You don't see me hopping out of mad Porsches. I ain't ashamed to rhyme about hopping out of Porsches and rocking crazy, because I'm still, that ain't gonna make me not practice the law. A law of attraction right in front of y'all and be speaking things into existence. Yeah, I'll do that right in front of y'all. Like, yeah, I just hopped out the mansion. I just stepped off the private jet. Yeah, I'll say that with a straight face. I don't have to have none of those things to believe that I can have all of those things without going into the industry. I get it off grassroots. I get it off love. I'll make it off donations. Like, people don't support rap. They'll support this. I promise you that. I don't care what the numbers look like right now. You go ahead and listen to the rhymes on this page. You know what this is. So the master of ceremony said, y'all held out the best till now. This was Jesus's first miracle. And what does wine do? Changes your state of mind, changes your feeling. So Jesus gave you a real secret mystery when his mother first approached him. She said, they run out of wine. And he said, why did you come to get me before the appointed time? Because he's talking about a time for new wine. If you're calling on a person who can transform water into wine, then you're calling for a new time. You're calling for the person who leads the charge of a miracle creating race of people, a miracle creating society, a miracle creating world. And so he alluded to that and saying the appointed time. That was the time he was talking about appointed. He's not saying I'm not ready to get up yet, I'm talking to my boys. That's not what he meant. And another thing that the master of ceremony said, if I'm going to go ahead and really just quote it verbatim, he said, usually at most receptions, they give you the best stuff first, and then as the party goes on, they bring out the cheaper stuff, but you save the best till now. Now that's what the scripture actually says. I wanted to paraphrase it first just so you could kind of hear, like, this was probably the tone he said it in. But this guy was a king. He was rich, bragging about how good this was, mind you. That's saying something else too. Whether you know it or not, kings, when they have a drink, what they have, it might be like $300, $400 a shot. And that man, the king, not just a baller, right? If we was talking about hip hop, not a rapper. This is above a rapper. This is above an industry. This is above the industry owners. We talk about a king, a whole king that assigns people to create hip hop industries. That man was bragging and said, "This is, this whatever's in your bottle is on another level." And Jesus did this by word of mouth. The Christ did. What's the big message in that? What he speaks is so much different, and it hits so much different. Literally hits so much different, right? Because the king exclaimed that you saved the best till now. So that's talking about literally how wine is hitting. Because remember, they had whatever they had. I'm sure that he's the king and he's at this wedding reception. So, he did his thing glad-handed and brought whatever he had that he wanted to gift. So, he was lavish. But what Jesus commanded to be in the stone water jars that was supposed to be filled with just water, that came out to be better, of a better quality. And this is just from one sip. And they had 6 stone water jars worth of that. So it wasn't like, just the top part was wine of one of them, just the part that he scooped. It wasn't that the water that was in his pitcher turned into wine. No, the water that was in the 6 stone water jars, which is like maybe 3 feet tall. These kind of jars, they stone, you know what I mean? So they were tall like that, and probably as wide as a laundry basket, full of what was once water. Look at the economics to that. How much of the most expensive wine in the universe were they holding at the wedding reception in the village of Cana in Galilee? Super T Sigma programming. Stay wise. Peace.